You know what? Right now, someone out there is waiting for your permission to love yourself. But let me tell you something. That permission, it's been yours all along. I learned this lesson the hard way. See, we're so quick to give our love away. We give it to friends who don't call back. We give it to partners who don't value us. We give it to jobs that drain us dry. But when it comes to loving ourselves, man, we act like we're begging for scraps at our own table. Let me break this down for you. Every morning, you wake up, that's already a blessing. But what's the first thing you do? Check your phone, see who liked your post. Worry about what others think. Stop right there. That's what problem starts. Tell you a story. There was this young man I met, worked 3 jobs, tried to please everyone. His boss, his girlfriend, his family, everyone except himself. One day, he collapsed. His body shut down. You know why? Because he forgot the most important person in his life. Himself. You see, loving yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Like on an airplane, they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first. Why? Because if you can't breathe, you can't help anyone else breathe. That's not selfish. That's smart. But here's what happens. We get it backwards. We think if we love ourselves first, we're doing something wrong. Like it's a crime to put yourself first. Who told you that? Who made that rule? Let me give it to you straight. Your happiness is not a side dish. It's the main course. Your peace of mind is not optional. It's essential. Your self-respect is not negotiable. It's mandatory. Not negotiable. Mandatory. Your self-respect is not negotiable. It's mandatory. You know what self-love looks like in real life? It's saying no. When you need to rest, it's eating that meal without feeling guilty. It's looking in the mirror and not criticizing every little thing you see. It's spending time alone and actually enjoying it. I see people out here running themselves into the ground, working overtime, skipping meals, neglecting sleep. They call it hustle. I call it self-destruction. You think running on empty makes you strong? No, it makes you broken. It's all over now. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will ever love you better than you can love yourself. That perfect partner you're waiting for. They can't fill a cup you keep empty. Don't look back. That dream job you're chasing, it won't make you whole if you're broken inside. You want real power? Start with the person in the mirror. Start treating yourself like someone you're responsible for helping, because you are. Don't look back. It's all over now. The seasons are changing, and you're not around. The days come and go, and you're gone with the echoes. And I don't know if I'll ever love again. Tell me why you took the sound out of my skies. someone treat your child the way you treat yourself? No. Then why do you accept it from yourself? Real self-love is setting boundaries. It's speaking up when something doesn't feel right. It's walking away from situations that dim your light. Look at nature. A flower doesn't ask permission to bloom. A lion doesn't apologize for roaring. The sun doesn't feel guilty for shining. So why do you apologize for being who you are? You want to know what changed my life? The day I realized that every time I said yes to something I didn't want to do, I was saying no to myself. Every time I stayed in a situation that hurt me, I was telling myself I wasn't worth protecting. Some of you are nodding because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been there. Maybe you're there right now. Staying in that relationship that's sucking the life out of you. Working that job that's killing your spirit. Being with those friends who you only call when they need something. Let me tell you what's going to happen if you don't start loving yourself more. Life's going to teach you the hard way. Hard way. Hard way. Hard way. Hard way. Because if you don't value yourself, life will send you people who agree with your self-assessment. If you think you're worth nothing, life will send you people who treat you like nothing. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can change it right now. Not tomorrow. Now. Not next week. Now. Start small. Now. Maybe it's taking a quiet moment before checking your phone. Maybe it's saying something kind to yourself in the mirror. Maybe it's drinking water instead of coffee first thing. You see, self-love is built in these small moments. It's not about grand gestures. It's about the tiny choices you make every day. It's choosing yourself over and over again, especially when it's hard. Some people might not like the new you. The you that says no, the you that sets boundaries, the you that chooses yourself. Let them be uncomfortable. Their comfort is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to the person you see in the mirror. That person needs you to be brave. That person needs you to be kind, not just to others, but to yourself. That person needs you to stop waiting for permission to live your best life. You know what's funny? We spend so much time trying to prove our worth to others. We post the perfect pictures. We work the extra hours. We bend over backwards to show everyone how valuable we are. But the person who needs to see your worth the most is you. Let me tell you something about love. Real love doesn't hurt, not even self-love. If it hurts, if it depletes you, if it leaves you feeling less than, that's not love. That's punishment. And you've been punishing yourself long enough. This hits home, doesn't it? Good. Let it hit. Let it wake you up. Because you've been sleeping on yourself for too long. You're not too much. You're not too loud. You're not too sensitive. You're not too anything. You're exactly who you're supposed to be.